Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And off we go from Soldier Field. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check 26, check 26. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 3, check 3.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Foles. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
First carry now for David Montgomery. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They give it off here to the tight end. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Takaris McKinley on the tackle.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
2nd and 4 at the 20-yard line.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7. Falcons.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
it'll bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
He was tackled
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
Now Gurley. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
19 yards. And the Falcon 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan.
It'll be a gain of 11.
Complete.
And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Touchdown, Falcons.
Lions pass.
Todd Gurley, 41 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But, you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. They throw again on 2nd down. This one's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Got what he needed for the 1st down with a gain of 2.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Patterson. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run with Patterson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Up 3rd down and 11.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. I got one. Zebra. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Check pass. 43 is the mic. Hayden School. Come on, D. 43 is the mic. You ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Gurley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
First down, Falcons.
Play action, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the first carry for Brian Hill, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First down.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
1st and 10 at the
big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the 1st down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Check line 54. Line 54. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
We'll take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field.
30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24 yards.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Gurley. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. A run for Hill. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
leads to...
They've been in the red zone 3 times and has yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Falcons 27, Bears 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Not much there, only a yard. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
38-yard line.
A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
15-yard line.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and...
Once more, they turn to Patterson. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's the end of the third quarter.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Patterson on the carry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
He's brought down by
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
3-yard line.
2nd down and goal. Foles to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, Patterson, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Falcons 27, Bears 13.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, and he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Bilal Nichols, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They go play action now. Ryan. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Deshaun Gibson. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Again they run with Gurley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
3rd down.
Now it's Ryan. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down.
It's a gain of
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try and chew some clock with Gurley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. The 20. 10,
all you got to do is look
touchdown, Falcons. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
For a Chicago.
A huge play there for Chicago. 55 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on first. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
Ryan's pass.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going to flare this one out to Gurley in the flat. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Ryan. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on third? Off the play fake, here's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can... And look at this. They're going to try an onside kick to begin overtime. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. You have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. Now a first throw here in overtime. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Foles toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.